Hi guys, so today I have these two items to share with you, some new items Die Press brought to HSN, and these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, so thank you for using those if you can. So these coordinate in that this is the main set. This one is called, well, it says that on here, but sometimes this is different from the actual name that HSN will use, but I'll have the links there and the name and all that. But Celebration Cracker / Tag Stamp and Die Kit. And then the second one is an add-on that coordinates with it called Christmas Cracker Tag Stamp and Die Kit. So I'm assuming the main, so the main piece, to make the cracker is in this initial set. And then we have an add-on that you can make them Christmas crackers. Christmas crackers. Sounds funny. Like a treat or something. But let's open this up and then we'll see the Christmas one. So normally with crackers you can have a mechanism in them and you pull it and it'll like pop or however. This is more like a gift box. I know some people say they can buy the mechanisms online. I've never done that personally, but you would pop them in there and I don't know much about that. I just had heard that. I don't know the sizing or any of those kind of things. But let's check this out. So we have the large die, of course, that makes one side of the cracker, so you need two of them to assemble them, and then just decorate it however you like. So there's lots of stamps and dies, it looks like. So we will, of course, create a couple here with the different sets. Really sweet. I love the palette they used on this just to show kind of what you might want to do. But we have dies. We have the stamps and dies, you know, stamping part of the sentiment and then having the color on the second part, or however you want to use that. So let's look at the dies first so we kind of have an idea. Really nice size. Of course, these are created for the marquee, so they're going to fit in the elongated folder. So that gives you about an idea about how wide they are. They're about 4 inches wide. This is 4 1/4 inches. And almost just as long, so they really max this one out. This is about 10 1/2 inches long, and this pretty much goes from the top to the bottom, so probably 10 inches in length. And then a nice big tag. Oh, I love that because you can use that for all kinds of different things. So we have the hello again. So this right here cuts out one of the sentiments. A little hat, cute. And then reinforcements for the tag. That's adorable. Love stuff like that. And then here are our stamps. Really nice size. Again, they're made so, like, let's say you want to stamp that on there, you can stamp it on there, you can stamp it on the tag. This one's a little bit different, more like this one, sorry. As you can see, it fits in each, like, little panel, you know. So, yay, you know, thank you, just wanted to say, all those kind of fun things. Lots of tos and froms. Really, really sweet. Sorry, guys, my allergies acted up as soon as I started talking. Okay. And then this is the Christmas add-on set. So I know I'm really, really excited to try this out because I've tried making crackers by hand, you know, with the stencil, and it's not the easiest thing. So the best thing would be to have a die. So let's try this out. This will be fun. Aw, so cute. I'm just going to show you kind of a close-up. So they're showing how on the tag you can decorate it with the little faces, and then with the stamps and things like that. Or you can pop those same little faces on the cracker itself. Look at that. Santa, Mrs. Claus, Elf, and then, of course, a North Pole gift tag. I am so cute. I'm saying I am so cute. I'll say I'm blown away. I love this. I love the little reinforcement that I said so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, and then it does have a little twist to open, so like you have a little bit of instruction there. So that's a nice stamp to have. So basically same construction, but you're going to do it a little bit differently because of course we're going to put the little faces on there. So these are the dies. I know they don't, because it doesn't look like a face or something like that. This is his beard actually. I think that's Mrs. Claus. Yeah, it's her little hair. This is so sweet right here. I was just looking at that. It's her little apron. Okay, so lots of bits there, again, to go with this. Look at this. Oh, I love these kind of not die stamps. The little face ones, because like I said, you can use them on other things, and these are larger, so I know we have some other ones from Die Press that are a little bit smaller to go along with whatever that set is, but these guys are big, and you can use these on, you know, let's say you cut like a little whatever it is, a little sun, you want to put a little face on it or something, a cloud. Super cute. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, do not open until Christmas. A nice big tag, it's already there. Look at that. Love that. Twist to open, and then lots of little accent pieces. Yeah, so what we're going to do is I'll just grab some paper to get the basic one started, and then we'll do one of these. Okay, so to start with the main kit, I'm going to follow the instructions here, and of course it says we need 2 of the base, you know, the little cracker base, and then, you know, your gift tag if you want. So let's focus on the cracker itself first, and then we'll go into the other things. Just trying to read ahead a little bit. Fold down backside. Okay. Just kind of want to see when I'm going to decorate it. Okay, so in step 4, after we kind of glued the 2 together, then we'll do some stamping. Yeah, I might do the stamping before this part because I want it to be a little smoother. If we start scoring and then do the stamping, you know, it just might have like a little ridge or something. So I might do the stamping after we glue them together, but I do like to follow the rules, you know me. But okay, so we're going to use 2 of these. This is a standard A2 size piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and it looks like we can get both pieces from this. And so I'm just going to trim this down, and again, I like to use a well-loved folder, although the kit comes with a brand new folder that you can use, of course. Let me see if I have one. No, that's a short one. Of course, I mentioned that, and then all the ones I find here are short. Okay, this guy. This one's been used quite a few times, as you can see. And sometimes I'll turn it to a different side or however. And I don't have to angle this because it has lots of, you know, areas instead of just being a flat straight line at the beginning. So since it's already kind of ridged, I don't need to angle it like I like to normally. And we'll get that going. Again, I'm going a little bit slow. Hopefully it's not shaking too much. I'm sorry if it is. Am I super close? Okay. And there's our first one, and I can see the ridges really nicely. Again, I'm probably going to do this part a little bit different, but they are recommending in this next part to go ahead and do your scoring. I'm going to score after it's together. I'm going to stamp, and then I'll score, and I don't think that's going to change anything too much. So, okay, I'll be right back with the other. Okay, I think while I was doing this, I came up with a happy middle. It's so cute, the little arrow that cuts out of here, because it's just there to kind of help you out. You can use it on something else if you want to keep something like that, but look, it's so cute and tiny. What I think I'll do is I'll do the scoring on the edges, because I'm not going to stamp on those anyhow, and that way, right now that we have these pieces, so they're showing you have the 2 pieces with the little arrows facing, and they're saying on the pink lines you're going to fold away from you. So I do like that they say backside to backside, so that makes you think about it like, oh, okay, back to back, right? So, like these lines here, this one here. So I will fold these. I'm not going to fold these yet. Like I said, just so I have a better stamping surface. Because I think I'm going to stamp across some of them with like the little balloons. So, so there. Okay. So on all these guys, these are all folding back. And then, you know, on the edges, and then of course down these sides, but like I said, I'm not going to do that quite yet. And then these little areas where it's like twisty, you're going to fold up front side to front side. So coming towards you. So just that is just going to go like this. And it already wants to, as you can see, it already wants to do that little twist. Okay. So I'm just doing a little bit because like I said, I'm not going to completely score everything right now. So towards me, I will do the edges on both of these. Okay. And then away from me. Just to have that. Okay. I'll do the same on this one and I'll be right back. So I did the slightest amount of scoring. Let's see. Again, I want to keep them facing the same way, so when you have your instructions in front of you, you'll have this to imagine, and then plus that there. I am going to score this one, though, just really quick, because that's the one where you attach it, and I want to make sure that that's scored prior to putting glue. And so it just says to glue here. I'm so sorry. The joys of living near a firehouse. They have EMTs and things, and it's literally at the end of my cul-de-sac, which is nice because it's fun to see, like when they bring the trucks out and stuff. But that's about it. All right, so I'm gonna glue that. And I could have done one section at a time. I put glue on the whole thing, but we'll put the glue there. So like I said, if you want to take it a little section at a time, you can definitely do that. And I always like to line it up pretty much right on where it's going to bend, and that's why I did put the bend in that one so I can see where that is exactly. And then this last guy. Super easy. Now again, like I said, I didn't score because I want to stamp, and I'm going to stamp like balloons that come across one area to another, so I wanted to keep it as flat as I could. Alright, I'm going to let that set up and just make sure everything's good there. Yeah, so we're on step 4 basically, but like I said, I just didn't do all of the scoring, so it's pretty flat. And it says there, if you want to stamp on it, do that now, and if not, go ahead and move on to step 5. So I do want to stamp. Let me grab some inks. I think I'll put in the stamp positioner just in case, but I don't know that I actually need to put it in here. And we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I have my stamps. I grabbed some inks. And I'm going to stamp it in the way that you're seeing it, so hip hip and then hooray. Of course, you know, it doesn't really matter because whenever you have the cracker, if it's facing this way, that's fine, or if it's facing the other way, it's fine, but I'm just doing it this way so you see exactly what we got going on there. And so I'm going to put this here. And I'm also going to stamp the little balloons right on this too, so alright. Now I'm thinking where... So they did hip hip right here. Let me keep this a little bit flat. So even the little bit of scoring that I did make it. There we go. Yeah, about there, looks good. And I'm going to stamp that just with black ink. This specific ink can be a little bit dry, so we'll see how it does with the sentiment. Oh, yeah, I missed that whole corner here. Oh, something is keeping this from hitting right down where I need it to, so I will take that one off. Yep. Okay, so we have hip hip stamped several times, or gone over several times. I'll remove that and close this up for now. And then we're going to do hooray, and we're going to do a little color, kind of fun with that. So let's just make sure of that. We have hooray here. Aw, so sweet. Okay. Pick that guy up. And I'm just going to play with my inks. So I have some ink that's going to go, I think, from pink on the H, an O, to yellow, nope, not to yellow, to orange, and then yellow. Sorry, hopefully it's in frame. I'm going to do a little bit more orange on that. There we go. Let's see how that turns out. Aw. We have hip hip hooray. Let me wash this off and clean off the ink that I got all over, you know, this press, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am just going to randomly stamp some of the little balloons, the flowers, you know how they showed here, like a little, however you want. So if you're thinking balloons have a direction, because, you know, they're going to go this way or that way, or, you know, once you've rolled it up, it's up to you, because it's going to start curving around and coming back this way. So, you know, I'm just going to stamp it like this, and that's fine. They're balloons. So let's say I want one here. Maybe there's going to be one there. And then those are the two that we have, so I'll stamp those two, and then I'll come back. Actually, I'm going to do this one a little bit higher up, so we can put the string. And, of course, we're going to have a pink balloon. So I did that one in pink. See, I missed that top corner. Air bubble. There we go. So sometimes if you're missing a spot, there's an air bubble, definitely. Again, there's that line there from when we crossed it over. And then the next one, I'll do this one here. I'll do it in orange. Okay, I'm gonna wash this little guy off, the small one, and then I'm just gonna stamp another yellow balloon up here. Okay, and then we have the little string for the balloon. And I think I'm just gonna do this one freehand, so I'm just gonna take that and put a little scrap under here because I don't want to. Oh, I can see I missed that one little. And you know, I'm just eyeballing this, so there's that. Oh, so cute. Okay, on this one too. And again, that's kind of why I gave it some room, because I didn't want them running into each other too much. Oh my goodness. I'm looking right over the top as well as I can and still be on camera. Oh my gosh, how cute. And again, you can use a stamp position to help you with that. I just figured, just eyeballing it was probably okay. And again, I'm at a weird angle here, but I think that'll work. How adorable. Okay. I think that's all the stamping I'm going to do. So we can take this off. And ready to go. Okay, let me clean up and I'll be right back. So now that it's all decorated, I'm going to go ahead and do my scoring. Again, you know, it's just one long piece instead of scoring two sections. So it's pretty easy to do. And then it also follows along from when I scored earlier, so that was very easy. Aww. So cute. And so this is step 5, and they're basically saying to go ahead and let's turn this over and to put these all the way back like this. And the reason we're doing that is so that all you have to do is put glue and then just bring this over and lay it down instead of like trying to put it together while it's in your hands like this. So that's a very nice tip. So there. Here. Now I am avoiding that little arrow hole because I don't want to put glue in there and then glue this thing shut, right? So just be careful with that part. And I'm going to lay that one down, and this one, and there. And before it really sets up, I will check to make sure that I'm not gluing it together in that little area. Oh, it almost looks like the image here. I just put the little balloons on there. Okay, again, just making sure I'm not gluing it down. See, a little bit of glue got there. So just check. Make sure you're not gluing it completely together. I'm going to let that set up a little bit because we are going to manipulate it, and I don't want it to just pop open because the glue is still wet. So I will be right back. Standing here watching glue dry. And number 6. Again, just gently squeeze open celebration cracker to form a tube shape. So we're opening it up. All right. That's a good size. It's a good width. Let me see if I can... It's like 2 inches wide. Like, you know, diameter. Look inside top and bottom of celebration cracker. You'll find an arrow that tells you which way to twist it. So that little arrow that's there is telling you to go that way. So that way. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm twisting them all nicely. And actually, maybe I should reinforce my scoring. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So I went ahead and made sure that I was scoring the little twisty areas better. So when I did that, it pretty much collapsed for me. So sorry. So I did take the time to, again, just make sure those are really, really scored. I would say use the thickest cardstock you got. Make sure this area is really scored, because what happens is, I'm going to hold it very carefully, is as you're turning, so it says to turn that way, you know, these guys are going to stay, you know, folded the way they are. See how they're kind of like a little crown? Okay, so we make sure those are all that way. And as you're twisting, again, that direction, I'm kind of pushing down at the same time, and I'm also making sure that these guys are going to fit into each other. So as I go around, and that's just for the first time because you're basically training it. Okay, so I'm just making sure these are all in there, and once you get it down, it'll keep twisting the same, you know, next time, see? So hopefully, again, just really make sure your scores are really nice and it'll just pop in place. So there's that. Ooh, and then it has a little message here that says if you want to put a gift card in there, to put it in while it's closed. Obviously, you can't really put it in when it's like this or even one side open. When it's completely open, and then you can pop it in there. Very interesting. All right, gift tags. So this is so cute. Aww. All right, let's see. Front and back. So adhere whole reinforcements to front and back of gift tag. And again, the gift tag was cut up here. That's why they're already skipping to just, you know, so cut a gift tag and then you want your little reinforcements. So what I'm going to do is run the gift tag die through probably a very similar color paper, if not the same cream color. And then these maybe through like an orange paper just to have a little pop of color. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So here's our little tag. Wonderful size tag. It is 5 by 2.5 inches, so 5 by 2.5 inches. Super cute. And I think I'm going to keep this one relatively simple because we are also going to work on the Santa Claus set. So I want to just pop some color on, and then I think we'll be good there. Oh, I was wondering how they did that one. Like this one here, they have yay, yay, yay. They just stamped the same yay a few different times in different colors. So I am going to do the birthday one, and again I'm going to model the colors just to have some fun, something different on here, and then we'll, you know, just stamp the happy on top of that. And so I'm just going to bring this back. Use this little guy. And that looks lined up pretty well. And I can see there's air bubbles in there, so try to work those out and then I'll work it out again if I need to. And we can go from pink at the very top to the orange. Down into yellow. Yellow has a very definitive line, a definite line, where the other ones kind of were a little softer, but that's okay. Okay, I missed that middle of the A. Alright, so it's just a variation of color there again. And then, oh, I guess we still have happy, so I'll leave this on here. Love the little script and bold font. I like that. Looks cute together. And I guess we can even put it right down on there. Oh, let's get this out of here. Very cute. And the other one, I think we'll try out Mrs. Claus, because why not? Super cute. I just want to make sure I ink that up. Sweet. Okay, let me clean up and let's just pop the little reinforcements on here. Sometimes when something's small, I like to put the glue on the paper itself and then bring the small item over as opposed to putting the glue on the small item. Just makes it a little bit easier. And back. Okay, and at the very end we'll add this on with twine, but I'm going to let that set up. And so we have our little tag with our little cracker there. Alright, so let's try out the Christmas set. Okay guys, so what I started off was just having this cut, since it's just to run 2 of these through. This is some heavyweight red cardstock. Again, the heavier weight I think for your basic cracker, the better. And then I'm going to cut the pieces for our character, and like I said, I want to use, I think, the Mrs. Claus stuff. And what's really sweet about these dies is that you can also put it on the tag, right? So you can put it together. Maybe I'll show you what that might look like, depending on how I form her, I suppose. Oh, you know what? Well, anyway, I grabbed white paper, but a little gray paper would be cute for her hair and stuff. But she has, you know, her little decorations here. She has her apron. And so I'm cutting this for her, right? And this. So they come with both pieces that you need on the die itself. So this one has 2 sets of lace, and then this one has a little belt and her little apron. So I'm going to cut both of those out of white paper. Also her hair, and I'm using the very lightest weight white paper that I have. I just went through my stash. I'm like, this feels pretty flimsy. Let's use that, because we're going to glue it on here and then we're going to roll it all together. So where this, I want it to be a very heavyweight paper. This, I want it to be very thin, you know. Thinnest stuff you got is what I would do. Actually, the back of this has a pattern, which is funny. But I will run those through, right, of the white paper. And then I chose this color for her little skin, her face. It's a little tan, a little sweetie. This one. This one's the elf base, and then we have the Santa, but the Santa and this pretty much go together. And I think even the elf one, yeah, it's all one piece. So for Santa and for Miss Claus, we can use this one. And I'll just cut that. And then she has a couple little accent pieces, which are like the holly and like the little berries. So however you want to do that. They're all here. If you can see, that's pretty much like a little nose, I think. Yeah, for Santa, that's what I figured. So if you did all this in red, he'd have a little red nose, and then you have the little red berries, you know. So I will pop this out of red, and I'll pop this set out of some green. I love that it's just all together. So at one pass, I'm cutting out pretty much all the little holly I would like. And I'll be right back with those pieces. Okay, so I have my pieces cut. I'm just going to leave them sitting here. Funny enough, this one will also cut, like, you know, she has like little yellow buttons. But earlier when I used the orange to make the reinforcements, the little circles that came out of there are pretty much perfect. So I'll use those. But you can run this through again and get your little buttons from that. We're going to do her face. And again, I could probably just stamp that freehand, but I will use this. Just pop it there. And let's see, what are we doing? A little smiley face. I guess you can be whichever one you like, but she has eyelashes here, so let's use that one. And they're showing to put it kind of towards this bottom quadrant. Now, if you're not really 100% sure where to put it, what I would say is pop it in her little hair just to see about how much would be showing, because this needs to go all the way up. You can even stamp it with that in there if you would like, but it looks like, ooh, they made it so it's perfect, guys. You see this bottom ring? Like, it fits perfectly. So just use that as your gauge. Now that we have that info, we can pop it right in there. Okay, like I said, I don't really think I'm even going to stick it down. And black ink. Alright. So sweet. Oh my goodness. Love these kind of stamps. And then, oh, the little cheeks and stuff. She has like a little kissy face. Like her little lips are like a little heart. That is adorable. So again, just line that edge up at the very bottom there. Well done, Diamond Press. Well done. Because there's no guessing on that one. Just there. Really sweet. And maybe I'll use that same pink I've been using, I suppose. Make sure that that didn't move. It moved like a milli. There we go. This pink is very bright still, even though it's a very muted pink, but it's pretty pink. So there we go. And I will use this. How sweet. Okay, let me clean this up and we'll assemble her and get our last cracker going. Okay, so we have some stuff going on here. So it does say, of course, you're going to insert this through here. I'm going to put the glue on the back of here and in here just to hold her down. Slide that through. So cute. And what I'm going to show you is how this would fit like on the tag there. She's adorable already. So if you were to place this on the tag, you can put this here, her little face, and then take like some of these little pieces, they had it across there, and obviously trim it down. And if this, I mean, if you're looking at this kind of thing, obviously a red tag, so it's like she's wearing a little red hat, and then you have her little holly, you just dress it up. Same thing with the other characters, you can just do whatever you like, and then you put your little apron Maybe with a little message. How cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know, I didn't think about putting a message on it like that. That's really sweet, but I do have this to go on there, so we're going to do this. And just eyeballing, what do I want to do here? I'm going to put the glue on this little guy, put it there. And this little guy, I'm going to overlap him. Now, I'm going to recommend to really glue these very well because I don't know exactly where those are going to hit on the curves. So just make sure they're pretty well glued there. We have this little guy. How cute is that? And then for her, it looks like they're going to put a little lace above her head. And that's where they put the decoration. But you can do whatever you like. Looks like this came up over here. We have, this can continue the strip, this can continue all around, so I will not play with those until we get to actually putting her together. And then even the little holly. Okay, so just like before, I'm going to put these things to the side. And just like before, we're going to fold this up. And this, the new set of instructions also has, you know, how to do that. So again, everything going back. And I will recommend, now that we're doing this again, sorry, there's some sticky stuff on that, really bone folding those areas. These guys will all go back. And then after we place our characters on there, it tells you to fold it again so that you're really getting a nice crease on where their faces or whatever it is that you put on there are, so that you get a nice shaped cracker. Again, I'm not going too aggressive with those quite yet because I want to fold this. Again, folding all the way from us and these guys. And then when I do the second one, it'll be the same. And these guys already want to do that, so just make sure that you really score this. I think before I kind of did this, but I left it alone, but I would say score it as well as you can right now. And you can score that from the back, because see, it wants to go in that direction already. And see, it's already doing that. Where I wasn't paying too much attention to that before, I did, but not enough to where we really want it to just do its thing, you know. So score that really well. Aww. Okay, I'll do this one the exact same way. Okay, so we have our two pieces. They're saying to go ahead and glue them together at this point. Again, I really scored them. Like the other one, you know, I didn't because I was going to stamp on it, but really got them scored up. And of course, whenever you're done stamping, just really score it up real well. And so we're going to glue these two together. Because this thing wants to do its thing. You know, once you get it scored, it's like it just wants to go that way, so it's really great. But again, you got to make sure you got the scores going for that. Okay, and again, I'm just going to glue these two together like before. Let that set up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, and while that's setting up, we'll do, it says you can stamp, you know, the twist to open if you would like. I really do like having that little sentiment. Or instruction, I suppose. And, you know, you can put that anywhere. So, oh, they put it on the top and the bottom, so that's what I'll do. And you could have stamped that while this was still flat, of course. How cute. And you can do one upside down, I suppose. It just depends. But we're going to put a face on this, so there definitely is an up and a down. So let's just put that on there. And now we're going to build up our little character. And you can just follow along here. Like I said, they put the little lace all across. Her little face is pretty much in this first three area here. You can kind of see that, like right in here. And let me place this just to kind of have an idea of what we're doing here. They put it more like this, right up there. So that is where I will put her face. It's pretty much right on the edge. Again, I would glue this very well because we are going to score her and make sure she folds with everything else. You can score it before you lay it on here, but it's easier to see the lines, so instead of just kind of making that part up, and that'll go right there. So cute. And again, I am using wet glue. It holds up better over time when you're making a 3D project, but whatever you like. So I'm just going to lay down these pieces just like they're showing there. So I'll glue this here and follow along. So again, just follow this along, put the glue. And I can see this one's a little bit over the edge. I'll probably trim that little last piece off, possibly. We'll see, maybe it won't matter. And then this one continues along here. How cute is that? And then I'll put her little buttons. Oh, that is adorable. They left this hanging a little bit low, so it's just kind of hanging off the edge. So glue it right about there. You see how a little bit of it's hanging off? I'm not going to glue this bottom area, just in this portion that's touching that main section, okay? And I'll put her little holly, and I'll just place that last little detail there. Now, couple things. We can either start folding this now because the glue's still kind of wet and you can kind of play with that, you know, it kind of helps out, or you can wait till it's completely dry. Like I'll do this one, and again, I told you guys to use like the weakest paper you have so that it just folds really nicely. And then her little face, I don't want to mess that up too badly, but what you can do is come in here and actually use a scoring tool and just kind of go over that again, just to help you, you know. Just because I want to do it nicely. I don't want her little face to get hurt. So there's that. And this is just how I'm doing this. There we go. So cute. Very, very nice. Yeah, I would do it when the, like I said, the glue's just a little bit wet. That way it has a little bit of give. You know, if this wants to go this way, if it wants to just stick out, that's fine too. You know, I like leaving leaves to do their own thing. Oh my gosh, you guys. How sweet. Okay, so basically we're just going to, at this point, that was basically step 5 because they're telling you, again, to go ahead and give it a good scoring. The elf's ears, it says to fold them forward so they have a little dimension. Okay, and again, we're just going to turn this over. Lay this down. Like I said, I was thinking about cutting that little piece off, but I don't think it really bothers anything if it was just there. So we'll just leave it. And same as before, I'll put some glue here, glue here, glue here, and then just bring this over and lay it down, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. Let it sit for just a little while. So cute. Again, like I said, we're gonna really work that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so on the inside we have our little arrows. And since we really got this scored up the first time, we're pretty much there. So again, we're twisting towards the arrows, and then it pops down. So again, the arrows are going that way. I'm just being very gentle with it because my glue is still wet. Knowing the glue is still wet, I want to be careful here. And start turning it, and it pops down. It's very satisfying to do that, but also like, oh, okay, you know, to make sure it gets there. How cute! And then the little lettering actually ends up, it wasn't behind her before, so now you can kind of see it here. So you know what to do, look at that. All right, and then this set also has a stamp that, I mean, the whole thing, you would just stamp it on that tag. I think for today we're talking about the technique of actually making the crackers, and we already made one of the tags, but I'll probably get this stamped up for you guys and I'll add it here, or just put a little twine on there, put a little gift, you know, card, a little note card to from, whatever it is that you want to do. Really sweet. All right, guys, thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. Hope that helped you guys out. Those would be my tips. Sturdy paper, and then very thin paper for this outer part, or really just work with it if you only have like really thick paper. But I think we all have some of that little thin paper in our stash that we can use. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.